We are live on YouTube now. And we are officially live here tonight, Thursday night, August 21st. Is that the today's date? So that puts us 9 days away from kickoff, Chip.
Yeah, Joe Burrow days away.
I was going to go Jordan Jefferson days away from kickoff.
I like that.
Or who's the second best LSU player ever to wear number 9?
To wear number 9.
I've got an answer. I like my answer, and I've got a good reason to back it. But I don't want to give it away.
I'm trying to think who else wore number 9.
I can think of a couple marquee Tigers in the last 25 years.
Yeah, the safety from 2000 and Delpit.
That was my guy. That was the one I was going to say. I was going to say Grant Delpit because he was a Blitnikoff Award winner.
He should have been the year before.
Yes.
He
should have been when he was wearing number 9.
He was incredible. Yeah, until he hurt his ankle. He hurt his ankle.
Yeah. And we still won a national championship. So it wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
he wasn't Sage Ryan. He wasn't Major Burns.
Oh, no. I mean, he was incredible the year before, though, when he was 100%. He was just injured. You could tell.
Yeah, I was curious if you were going to...
He was missing.
I was curious if you were going to go Devery Henderson on that one.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Devery.
Was he a first-round draft pick or a second-round draft pick?
I think he was like beginning of the second to the Saints.
Yeah, because I don't think the Saints have ever drafted an LSU player in the first round. I'm like 99.9%.
It was literally like the first pick of the second.
Now I've got to look.
I don't know if it was the first pick, but I know it was really close. I know it was second. Early second.
He was really good at LSU, man. And I know everybody remembers him. Oh, it was the 50th pick, so like middle of the second round.
Oh, okay. But
still second round.
How many years did he play in the NFL? Look it up.
Oh, I just took that down.
12?
8 years with 10? The Saints. Oh, well, no. 9 years with the Saints. 1 year with the Redskins.
So 10 years.
I didn't realize he was with the Saints for that many years. I felt like it was like 5 or 6.
He's a Saints great.
All right, guess how many receptions in his NFL career?
Ooh. A lot. How many?
245.
He's a deep ball guy.
He averaged 18 yards per reception. It's good.
Yeah, and they got Ted Ginn to replace him. That's why they got Ginn.
Yeah. But he was a Super Bowl champion and a national champion. Did he win a state championship at Opelousas?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Well, I don't know. Opelousas was really good in the early 90s. I don't know if they were good in the late 90s when he was there. I'm sure they were.
He was a track guy too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Did he run track at LSU?
I want to say he's a lot of people did 2 sports.
He did. According to his Wikipedia page, Henderson was also a track star at LSU, where he was a member of LSU's national championship track team. So he had 2 national championships at LSU. Well,
that's crazy.
Wouldn't that have been the same one that Benny Brazil was on?
Skylar Green, Benny Brazil.
Was Xavier Carter?
Yeah, Xavier Carter would have been on. Well, no, he graduated already.
He was a member of LSU's
first year was 2000, 2003. So remember, he was 20. Started his career off at running back, number 26.
Yeah. He was a member of LSU's NCAA qualifying 4x100 meter relay team, and also a member of LSU's 2001 national champion indoor track and field team. In his sophomore year, he ran the second fastest 60-meter time in school history with a time of 6.72.
Yeah, not slow.
No.
It's crazy to think running back. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He's an underrated LSU Tiger because it was,
because we had such a run of receivers after him,
yeah,
like immediately after him, because who was it? Dwayne Bowe and Buster Davis replaced him, and both of them were first round picks.
yeah. I mean, he was close.
It's crazy. Um, Everybody watching, make sure you like and subscribe. I need to get the YouTube channel up tonight. We don't have Nathan tonight. Nathan couldn't make it tonight. Mark, when are we getting Mark back on? Mark said early next week that he'd be
Whenever
available.
he wants to come on, we'll put him on.
Also, I have a heavy hitter that is requesting next Thursday. A
All right,
heavy a
we
heavy
talking
hitter.
offline about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it offline.
Okay.
But a very heavy hitter in this podcast game. But he's specifically requesting next Thursday. Okay. So that would be our last
Like that.
one before Clemson.
We'll talk about it. Yeah,
We'll talk about it offline. We're going to
yeah.
tease it tonight. Tonight, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like the page, subscribe. Um,
Also, last question, important question: can you play golf Sunday? I'm putting you on the spot. Early morning.
it all depends on what I dealt with this afternoon.
Yeah, no, I know. If she's
Yeah, we
okay.
don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that offline.
Okay. I
Um,
would like to play with somebody. I'm gonna play someone this
yeah,
week.
my hip feels good. I told you I played golf. For those of y'all who don't know, I played golf yesterday. Apparently, I'm getting old. I'm turning 40 in a couple
Yeah,
months
we don't
here.
have to go play. We don't have to play 18. We can play 9. I just need to. I need to practice for next Thursday.
Yeah, my last shot of the round, a 75-yard wedge shot in. For some reason, I popped my hip, and it's like, it's only like a 3 out of 10, and it actually should be fine come tomorrow. Like it really didn't bother me today that much. So
Let's stretch it out. All
yeah,
right.
I need to do my shout out DDP yoga to
Yeah.
stretch that thing out. That shit works, man.
Yeah.
Especially
All
for
right, we're gonna have a quick one tonight, guys. I think we're gonna do 2 topics. We're not gonna do what we've been doing, which has been kind of just like starting off on a topic and then going out on tangents, which has been great and fun.
it is
But
great and fun. We've ended up in so many places though.
yeah, it is. It is hard to stand track, but there's a lot to talk about. It's LSU football, and that's why we love it. Uh,
Which one you want to start with?
let's go with NIL real quick. We'll do it quick. Austin Thomas was on today. What'd you think
Austin,
about it?
Austin Thomas was on today. Actually watched it just like 30 minutes ago. It was this afternoon though, but I had a busy afternoon. The takeaway for me is that they are building everything around, which is what I already kind of figured, that they
Mhm.
were building everything around the rev share and that they're getting away from collectives because he was specifically asked about collectives twice.
Yeah,
And the first time he dodged the question, the second time he kind of said, like, we don't really know what's going on with collectives, but we're gonna focus our NIL efforts. I think the exact quote was our NIL efforts are going to be focused on third party corporate sponsorships, meaning companies they're trying to set up a network where they can get their players to connect with companies.
so what NIL was when at first we thought,
So what NIL is supposed to be. So
yeah, I don't know if that's true. I will listen to it all. I mean, I could see them going in a lot of routes, different routes. I didn't think it was bad. I thought
no, I don't think
he
it's
sounded.
bad. They said
I
they're
just,
open to other things.
yeah, I thought that was good. I just don't know if I I don't I worry about our foresight into the future always. Just and it's a lack of trust with the sports administration that I have. I know everybody's obsessed with him, but I feel like yeah, Scott Woodward's had some good hires, but at the end of the day, you were caught off guard by NIL, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that you might be again. It's a possibility, but I just don't think Austin Thomas would let that happen.
No, I think Austin Thomas is working within the confinement. Well, okay, I'll word it a different way. I think LSU is rule followers right now when it comes to the NCAA because he referenced their weekly guidance that they're sending out. So the
Yeah.
NCAA doesn't send out rules; they send out weekly guidance because there's basically no rules. The rules that they've implemented basically says that collectives are not allowed anymore in the sense that they were before. But then a
Mhm.
week later, they sent out guidance that said, well, at least you have to make it, you can have a collective, but you have to make it some sort of marketing thing. And so it's this massive gray area. So I think teams that follow the rules are going to be the ones punished because look at Michigan. Michigan flipped the double bird at the NCAA and they won a national championship. So
And I'll never say they didn't because I saw it with my own eyes.
it's I do think one other thing that was interesting, I I have mixed feelings on this. Austin Thomas said he took a trip with Scott Woodward to visit the Seattle Seahawks.
Battle. Yeah, I saw that. I heard that.
That's it. I think that's really cool that Austin Thomas is doing it. I think it's very interesting that Scott Woodward's going on that trip too, which has always been my impression that he is very much involved in this football program. Like his fingerprints are all over it. Hiring Austin Thomas. I think it was Scott Woodward that hired Austin Thomas, not
Yeah, I
just
mean,
signed the
Kelly
paycheck.
pretty
Like,
much said that. I mean, Kelly got rid of Austin Thomas.
yeah. And I think it was
I mean,
Woodward.
I don't know if it was got rid of him I mean, in a sense for sure.
No, it made
But
sense
I
for
get,
Kelly to clean house when he
yeah,
came in.
because I thought he was going to keep Austin Thomas
Yeah.
at
There was
first
a lot of people that thought that.
because I thought it was a Scott Woodward thing.
Well, it was like a weird Ed Orgeron thing at first, right? Because Austin
Well,
Thomas was there before Woodward.
came to LSU through Ed, right? Because he was at Southern Cal, or was he here before Ed?
I think he was here before Ed. Was he a Les Miles guy?
He was. He was like his boss used to be like Justin Vincent.
Yeah, that was weird times at LSU.
I mean, I thought Justin was good at it, but I think Justin does something with Taft now.
Yeah, he's like a TAF ambassador.
Yeah, I like Justin Vincent.
Yeah.
Um,
So I there's a lot, there's so much there's so many layers and nuance to this. The moral of the story, Austin Thomas said it. Like, they have no idea what the rules are going to be next week.
so keep the damn collective up, though. Like, and
That's my thing.
I don't know how much we got from that thing. That's what I wonder. But I give a certain amount. I got to check, and I still haven't seen any.
All right. My thing here is put Daniel Camp in charge of the Bayou Traditions. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to sell this to the LSU fan base. I'm going to say, I'm going to partner. All right. Daniel's taking over Bayou Traditions. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to partner with Raising Canes. Okay. You know why? I don't want your money. I just want the ability to use your name because we're going to run Bayou Traditions. We're going to sell to the LSU fans that we're going to run the Caniac special. So instead of buying, I don't know how many Caniacs you buy a month. Let's say your average LSU fan probably has like 4 Caniacs, probably 4 box combos. LSU
Box, yeah,
fan,
the Caniac.
yeah.
I can't eat a Caniac, dude.
But anyway,
I
we're
used
gonna go with the
to
Caniac, or we'll have a Caniac special, a box combo special, and a 3 finger special. What we're gonna do is the price points for each one of those are gonna be our buy-in levels. So how much is a Caniac now? $14 a month, something crazy. I mean, $14.
yeah, it was like
So we're
seven when we were growing up.
so I'm gonna sell to LSU fans that like, listen, stop eating that 1 Caniac a month. Just cut back 1 Caniac a month and donate that to Bayou Tradition so that we can help subsidize the revenue sharing. And so that we can pay over the top so that we could pull Bryce Underwood from Michigan to LSU. Think about
Yeah,
that. $14 a month. Just like
it's
you don't
hard
need a
to.
Caniac.
I mean, I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's some yellow tape that goes with that. And I have no idea, so I'm not going to be. I know there's. You'd have to think someone has thought about that. I mean,
Well, other schools
there's
have their
no way they have a bunch of dumbasses up there. I mean, like,
a bunch of other schools do a lower buy-in amount and they try to get people a monthly. You got to get it like Netflix, man. If you get 100,000 people to pay $10 a month, which that's the size of the stadium. So we're going to fill up Tiger Stadium with NIL subscribers, monthly
yeah.
subscribers. We're going to fill up Tiger Stadium and that's going to be $1 million a month. And
Mhm.
that's over the course of a year, that's $12 million a year. So then the new rev share is 18 million. Now our salary cap just went from 18 to 30 million. And then that's higher than anybody in the country.
Yeah.
Then you got your big money people you can still go after.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I'm the only person I know that does small donorship.
Because LSU has not promoted it.
Yeah, but I think the fan base is flaky. I think they all just talk shit, but they won't even put a dollar of their own. Which I'm not going to hate on anyone who doesn't put up their own money. I mean, it's their money. But
Like,
I'm the only person I know. Do you think Matthew gives a dollar to LSU
shout
football?
out, Matthew.
Yeah.
According to this, no, this is an old one. Dude, this graphic here, a Caniac used to be 829. There is no fucking way a Caniac is 829. What was
No,
that?
like that was when we were first got into school. It was like I think it was 7 something when I first started.
This says a three finger is 959. A box combo is
With a
1089.
large Coke, it's like 10.50. Because if I ever go there, I get a Caniac. I mean, I get a three finger,
I
and
get
it
a
fills
three.
up.
I get a three.
I haven't eaten Canes though in a year. I wish that wasn't true. I like Canes, but
Usually I eat it more around football season.
yeah, that's what the last time I ate was football season.
Also, my go-to order is a three finger, no toast, add coleslaw.
Gross.
And for anybody that thinks I'm trolling, Chip has seen
It's
pictures.
disgusting. Yeah,
I
I've
love the
seen.
coleslaw, man. And the toast is not as good as it used to be. It's not as good as
I,
it used to
yeah, I believe you.
be. All right, so
No,
here's
so
the
you one more chicken finger every. The box had one more. The Caniac
yeah,
had
it
one.
used to have five.
Yeah.
Also, the problem I was just thinking about this as you were talking. The problem with my thing is Canes wouldn't team up with me because I'm telling people to buy less Canes.
Yeah, for sure. And
So
also,
I'd
he's
have to,
also in like within like 20 different schools.
yeah.
And
But he's from
like,
Baton Rouge.
yeah, he did his postgraduate degree from LSU, right? Did
Yeah.
his business LSU business school.
No, actually, hold on. That supposedly, I think I remember hearing this, that
No, I think he went undergrad Georgia and
it was a
graduate school.
roommate of his that submitted the idea of raising canes to an LSU professor that got what, a C or something, the infamous story.
Yeah,
So I don't think it was actually him. I looked this up not too long ago, but now I don't even remember.
but I do know that he's an LSU fan. I
Oh,
know
he's
that for a
absolutely an
fact.
LSU fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish he would. I mean, I'm sure he gives money to LSU. We wouldn't know, but I wish we would give more. I think if the Canes guy from Alabama, he'd be given.
Hey, speaking of Canes guy from Alabama, have you ever had Foo Sackley's?
No,
It's just a ripoff of Canes. It's good. It's a ripoff of Canes, but it's in Alabama. I think the
I
guy
thought
was
that was.
from.
I thought that.
Wait, I didn't hear you. It might have been my audio cut out for a second, or it was the stream. What'd you
Yours
say?
just coming. Yours just coming in and out sometimes. I would. I thought Zaxby's was like the.
No, see, Zaxby's is the original,
So
but
they're
then
the.
yeah, there was a guy who's from Mobile who went to LSU, saw Canes, then took the idea of Canes back to like the Alabama coast and parts of Alabama, and so Foo Sackley's.
Who's?
Um,
I'm sure it's good.
the sauce is almost identical. It's
Yeah,
everything's exactly the same.
sweet. Okay, so NIL space. Would it be surprised me for loss in the sauce? No, because that's what we've shown. Did we do well this year? Yes, but it's concerning that we're one of two schools without NIL collectives right now.
Yes, so I
To me,
looked it up.
it feels like we're like swimming in the Pacific Ocean and we have no idea where the land is. We're out in the middle and just floating along.
Yeah, I so what Chip's referencing, I looked it up today to see who others collectives, because if you go to Bayou Traditions, you cannot donate right now unless you donate to female student athletes only. So I looked up every school in the SEC. We are only one of two schools that have shut down their collective. The other one is Georgia, and Georgia made it clear to their fans that they were shutting down their collective. We're just kind of like sweeping
Yeah.
it under the rug.
And
So
also maybe we're at the forefront. Maybe we are doing something
the fact
that
that it's
maybe
Georgia too does make me feel a little bit
that
better.
yes, absolutely. I thought it would be like Vandy or
Yeah.
Kentucky football. But yeah, um,
Well, you know Kentucky's doing it for basketball.
basketball. Yeah. Kentucky, man, they're gonna struggle this year. But yeah, that's it. Common opponents.
Well, so the SEC is switching to a 9-game schedule, which I'm absolutely jacked about. When this
Yes,
idea came out like 3 years
literally one
ago,
of the best things I've heard about college football in the past.
yeah, I mean, this does spark.
Uh, this is the first time in a while where I'm like, oh, it's finally a good move.
Yes, and so we've had so many bad moves by the game of the sport of college football in the last 4 years. This is definitely the first thing I've been amped up about in a long time, because they floated this idea like 3 or 4 years ago, but then it was Saban who led the charge to crush it because Alabama feels that they get slighted in a 9-game model.
But they're the ones that created the 9 game because so they can play Tennessee and Auburn.
Well, no, that's why they don't want
Auburn.
that. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. They created the permanent opponents so that they could,
Yeah.
yeah, in the first place. And so that for those who don't know, the SEC always tries to keep it like under wraps. That the reason the reason you have permanent opponents in the first place in cross divisional games. So when it was the SEC East, the SEC West, was because Alabama and Tennessee were adamant that the third Saturday in October had to be protected. And so they started off with two permanents, right, Chip? It was two permanents originally. In the
Yeah, we
way
had
that
Florida and Kentucky.
in the way they did it, because the SEC never published this, but there was like a big six and then what they considered the little six. So the big six was Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida, LSU. And each team from the big six would play a team from the small six, let's call it. And so when there was two permanents, they balanced it. So LSU back in the day, we played Florida and Kentucky. And so then they got rid of the second permanent and just went to one. Now it was the big six playing themselves. That's why we were stuck with Florida, because Tennessee was stuck with Alabama and Georgia was with Auburn. And that's how they justified it. But every time LSU complained about it, when Tennessee was down, the SEC could never make a public statement about it
Yeah.
because you can't tell Ole Miss, Arkansas, South Carolina that they're the little brothers of the league. So it's always been
I'm
in,
surprised LSU got on the Big Six. I guess it makes sense.
yeah, historically, they base it on historical numbers. And so now that they've added Oklahoma, they've added Texas, and an 8-game schedule is not feasible. It's
Yeah.
just not feasible anymore with a bloated league like it is. Look at the
Yeah.
scheduling imbalance this year. Texas has an easy schedule
For the second year.
for the second year in a row, and LSU has a hard ass schedule. Mississippi State has murderers row. Like That is
Uh,
just
yeah,
brutal
that is.
what's being done to them.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So, in order for a 9 game schedule to work within the parameters of being fair, you had to do a 3 game permanent and then the big eight, because now you've added Texas and Oklahoma, the big 8 teams. And since then, you added Missouri and A&M too. So, sent from then.
Mhm.
So, you have 16 teams. So, then the SEC's problem is how did they define the big 8 teams and the lower 8 teams? And the team that got cut from the list and moved down a tier was Tennessee. And that's
Yeah.
how Alabama now has LSU, Auburn, and Tennessee as their permanents,
So that's going to be their three.
as the model was 3 years ago. They said they're going to relook at it. But that's what got
I just,
Saban up in arms. Saban went on a crusade to kill the 9 game schedule idea. But
which is,
now that he's gone, his
I,
influence is gone.
yeah. I don't think LSU and Alabama are going to play.
I do think they're going to shake it up.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play. I think LSU and Florida might. I mean, if I could have my choice, I would pick the three worst teams.
But they're not
And it
going to
would,
do it. They're going to make a big 8 team
I
play
know.
2 big 8 teams and one small 8 team.
Yeah, who do you think our common opponents are going to be?
It's definitely
If
Ole
you could
Miss from the small 8. And
agree.
and I think it's up for grabs for the other two. I think if they give anything to Alabama, then we won't play Alabama. But do
Yeah,
they take into account the last 2 years that Tennessee's back? Because their math was based on 3 years ago when Tennessee was terrible. Tennessee's been good the last 2 years or 3 years. So that might change who defines as the big 8 and who defines as the small 8. Will that knock Florida down instead? Will it knock A&M down? Because then if it knocks A&M down, then LSU and A&M is not possible.
so let's say I don't see how Tennessee could pass Florida to be in the just because I mean Florida has 3 national titles in
Yeah.
15 years, 20 years.
I think A&M
So
should be knocked down.
yeah, but yeah, absolutely. A&M has never done anything.
Yeah. And I
They've
think that
had
I think that solves your LSU problem too.
okay. So let's say that happens. That means A&M's 9, correct, or
Yes.
10.
9. Because the
So
question
that
is who's number 9?
okay
Who's
with
the
A&M. I think that's going to happen. I don't see how you can boost A&M any farther than that. So who is our common opponents with your guess?
so SEC has a scheduling problem when it comes to rivalry weekend because who is LSU going to play the last game of the season? If
Be another
Oklahoma's
thing, man.
if Oklahoma's not a permanent for us, we don't have anybody to play the last week of the season. So what are we going to do? Schedule Tulane?
I would love that,
But then
but
Tulane's got conference games they've got to fulfill.
I think Tulane would definitely see if they could get a. I would love to play Tulane every year. I think that would be phenomenal for the state. I think they would figure that out. I think that's on us for not playing them. And I hate to say that, but
Yeah, it's definitely on us. I agree.
yeah. But I think our opponents will be as follows: Ole Miss. God, it is hard. It would have to be two big two eight teams.
Yeah, it would have to be 2 of the top teams.
Ole Miss, Florida. Is Ole Miss top 8 team? No.
Ole Miss is a bottom 8 team.
So it can't be A&M with what I was thinking. Maybe A&M, maybe Arkansas. Well, it
It
can't
can't
be.
be them.
So it'd have to be someone big.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Oklahoma because that
They don't
last week of the
have
season.
they don't have that. Yeah, it's because they're the odd men out and we're the odd men out.
Yeah, we don't. Both
I
of us
think
don't have
Oklahoma
those.
people want that to happen.
And I said it last night. It's not really good for us because going to Norman the last week of the season is going to be tough. I would much rather play in Gainesville the last week of the
Yeah,
season.
playing them red teams and the cold.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I'm
think
with you.
I don't know. So, okay, let's
I
say,
think okay. I think Ole Miss and Florida are definitely going to be. It's whoever's the third one.
yeah, I mean, there's an opening for Florida. So then, okay, I could see Florida, Oklahoma, Ole Miss.
It's a tough pod.
Because I think they've got to give something to Alabama because Tennessee, can we agree Tennessee's back? Like as a legit power team in this league.
Yeah,
They're better than A&M. Year in and year out, they're going to be better than A&M.
yeah, yeah. I think Tennessee's great. I hope we do exactly what they did this past year. That's who we need to emulate if we want to make the playoffs. Um, uh, I think yeah, I think Florida's definitely going to be in. I think it's Ole Miss, and I'm guessing Oklahoma with your model. That's tough. That's tough 3 games.
Although if A&M gets knocked, all right, hold on. If A&M gets knocked down a tier, that means they become Texas's small 8 team.
I would
Texas
love for.
that actually probably puts us in with Texas. So Texas's 3 permanents would probably be LSU, Oklahoma, A&M.
So
And
then LSU.
removes Arkansas from their small 8 permanent opponent.
Yeah, I feel like they want to keep that though.
Well, not if A&M gets knocked down a tier.
Yeah, yeah, because then Arkansas still has A&M every year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of Big 8 matches.
The team that's going to benefit the most from this new model is Ole Miss
Mm-hmm.
because Lane Kiffin's got them consistent right now. And then their toughest game in the permanents would be LSU. And
Yeah,
then Mississippi
that's
State and Kentucky.
Vanderbilt. That was their common opponent last time.
Yeah. Now
What a
you still have the rotating team, so they'll still rotate Texas,
yeah.
Oklahoma, Georgia, all those other teams.
I
But as
would
far
like
as
it to be if
permanence,
I could have a choice, it would be who are the worst teams? Mississippi State, Kentucky, and who's the other team?
I mean, we're probably going to have it just as bad as Alabama because
Yeah,
Ole Miss.
yeah, because God, you need Kiffin to leave.
Yeah. Or you need the wheels to come off. You need a scandal there, man. Can we get some players buying some prostitutes, man? We need something to happen there. Because
That
having
only,
them as our lower tier,
that only happens whenever you have a pastor running your program, a guy who claims to be if he's tweeting Bible verses, that's kind of that's always a sketchy. They always seem to buy prostitutes or
still the greatest image in the history of college football is Hugh Freeze sitting in
yeah,
that
he's like
hospital bed in the press
ah,
box at
yeah,
Liberty. I don't even remember who they were playing.
yeah.
But for
That was
those that don't know, Chip's references were about Hugh Freeze.
I can't stand him.
So,
Uh,
all right. So I danced around and I picked some different ones. So I'm going to predict they switch A&M and Tennessee. I think A&M is going to drop to a bottom 8 team. Tennessee is going to move up to a top 8 team. That removes Tennessee from, well, no, that removes LSU from an Alabama permanent. And then it's going to make LSU and Texas. LSU. So our permanents will be Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Texas. That's
I
my
mean that.
prediction.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have it bad because we got Ole Miss. But if they
Yeah.
keep it how it is, we get A&M, Ole Miss, and then Alabama, which isn't that bad.
Or Florida.
But I think they have to give us Oklahoma. They have to, because then it solves the week 16 schedule. Not week 16, the last week of the season, whatever that
Yeah.
is. 15.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. Or is it week 14? Because there's two bye weeks. Week 14 in college football.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. When do they know when we're gonna find out? I mean, it's got to be soon.
It's got to be soon
Yeah,
because
it's
they
got
got to put together
summer
schedules
weeks.
soon. I'm looking forward to being able to go to places that we never freaking go to. Like, what was the one that we've only been to once or only been here once? Kentucky's only played here how many times?
Since when? Since 2011, they've only played here twice, I believe.
Who was it? There was a team we recently played that had only played here like once in the last 11 years. Maybe it was Kentucky.
Kentucky, we played them in 11. We played them in 6. And we played them in 14 and haven't played them since.
Yeah, they haven't been to Tiger Stadium since 14.
Yeah, no, they haven't. I don't even think.
Yeah. Make that make
I'm trying to
sense.
think the last time we played them was in 21. We got our butts kicked
Yes, I know we went there and we got killed.
when they were fucking good. The
Yeah.
one,
And we were
like,
bad.
yeah. Did we play them the next year? No.
No,
Did we play them? Were we supposed to play them in 20?
I don't remember.
Yeah, man. We don't
No, we wouldn't have played them in 20.
get things we don't do a lot. Go to South Carolina or Kentucky, come here.
We don't go to Tennessee. We don't go to Kentucky. When was the last time we went to Georgia, at Georgia?
13?
No way, right? That was the game I was thinking.
Yeah,
We have
13.
not played at Georgia in 12 years.
Yeah, it's not just Kentucky.
That's fucking insane.
Now Georgia's come here.
In 18.
Yeah.
We haven't played Georgia in the regular season since 18.
I'm okay with that right now.
Yeah, I mean, but still, it makes no fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm excited. This is what I'm excited about college football. The SEC will be playing big teams like Tennessee, Georgia more often. That's what you pay money for season tickets to see shit like that, not to see us play Southeastern. But luckily, next year the schedule starts that way, and we also have Clemson on the schedule. So we'll have 10 massive Power 4 games. But I think it's a
or we'll give it up and we'll never get the back game.
it is a requirement that we keep a Power 4 conference game. So the
Yeah,
SEC is saying that. I think they feel good about it because the college football committee has implemented strength of schedule back.
I heard that. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll be Florida, Ole Miss, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I could see Florida too.
Yeah.
It's definitely Ole Miss. I think they
Yeah.
have to do Oklahoma. And I think that other one's a wild card. It just depends on
Yeah,
I
it's
could
gonna be one of the harder teams.
yeah, it's gonna yeah, the way the
We'd
math
get lucky
works.
if it was Florida.
Florida would be a good one. That is a
Yeah.
good rivalry, man.
Yeah.
And
I think Florida likes it, don't they?
yeah, it works for Florida too. Now, Florida's other rivals are Tennessee.
The problem was when they made the common opponent, Florida was the top 4 team in the country for 15 years.
We got the
And
raw end of the deal.
makes sense. Though. I mean, it just seems like that it happens to LSU sometimes.
Yeah.
Not to be a Dabo Sweeney.
I do think the SEC, because they always been the knee to Alabama, I think they will cave to Alabama to get them out of there. That fucking possum's back again tonight, man. What the fuck?
Charlie. Yeah. Tell myself what's up. Hey, I
Where
think
the fuck, man? I'm gonna have to check out where this nest
I think,
is. This time he got closer to me. He got like 4
it's
feet away from me.
a tree, and it's not a nest.
It's a what?
Uh, I think it's in a tree, and I don't think it's a nest. Just don't mess with the babies.
He's a
They're cool.
small guy. I had a big ass possum not too long ago. Like that,
Yeah.
like a couple years ago.
What do you think their average lifespan is? I know this.
7 years.
3.
Okay. I can see that.
They died. They died. It's. I've heard people who own them. It's really sad because like they die so quickly.
Hmm. I
Mhm.
could see him. We've got owls in this neighborhood that are crazy. So I could see some owls swooping them.
Yeah, yeah. Owls are crazy if they're big enough.
I've been
Um,
swooped by one of them.
yeah. Those things are evil. I do like them though. But yeah, that's what I think. What else? Anything else new that we could talk about real quick? We got one more scrimmage on Saturday, and then it's full. I've heard they're already working on Clemson. I don't know how true that is. Um,
I
I
think
think.
I think we're
What do
ready
you?
for Clemson previews next week. We've got a potential big guest on Thursday. We got some other people that want to come on early in the week. Mark wants to be back early next week, talk about Clemson. So I think next week will be Clemson jam packed.
Good. I'm excited.
Game week. The next time we'll be podcasting, it will be game
Sunday.
week. Yeah. It's wild.
It's crazy. It seems like USC was yesterday.
Yeah. So, and
What?
then we're also going to do, for everybody listening, we're also going to do our version of a whiskey and wine after show directly after kickoff. We're going to start with Clemson game. Let's do it. Like,
Where are we meeting? Where
just
are
like,
we?
well, for
Where
Clemson,
where did they go?
Don Juan Cigar
Donald.
Company.
I'm gonna miss that show. It's a good show that they put on.
Well, as my uncle told me this afternoon, we're not going to be in Gulf Shores. We're going to be in Fort Morgan, a little further down
Mm-hmm.
the beach. So I won't be able to make it to Don Juan. I'll be able to do, I'm going to bring the microphone. I'm going to bring the laptop.
I'll be in Cincinnati. I get it.
Oh, yeah, you'll be in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just bring just bring your phone, bring something to
Yeah.
talk into.
Yeah. I'm bringing the laptop.
Yeah, and we'll be good. We'll do it live from there. I can't wait. Oh, no, I can't. I'm not going to say I can't wait. I cannot wait to do a post game like that. I think it will be funny if we lose to Clemson, that we will see if Nathan really doesn't believe it's the end of the world. Because last night he said, if we lose to Clemson, it's not the end of the world. If we lose to Clemson, what do you think Nathan's reaction will be, Chip?
Mine will be. I expected it. His will be.
Depends if
Jesus,
Jordan Gilbert's playing safety.
dude, the world will be on fire. That's that's I will. I don't want to see that. I'm gonna be pretty pissed too, but I do know that it's more than likely gonna happen, and
Every time the live chat goes away on my phone, I miss comments. Shout out Dwayne out there, saying he doesn't believe the SEC is going to change Alabama's 3 permanents. So
which
based
is
Tennessee, so he's saying we're going to keep Alabama as a permanent.
so they'll have 3. top 8 schools.
They define the SEC right now in that model is saying Tennessee is not a top 8 school.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whew, that would be a tough one for Alabama. But their new darling's Texas, so they might say fuck Alabama.
It's true. And Auburn's not going to be a legit top 8 team either.
No. I think that's about done, man. I know we said that last. This is like what do they say whenever what was the superpower Rome? Like when Rome that it's kind of like feels like Auburn is when they start claiming these national championships. It's like, hey, this is you start giving a shit about things that other people don't give a shit about. You kind of like see the program falling apart.
Yeah. So,
All right. Well,
all right.
see you Sunday, guys.
Yeah, we're out till Sunday. Make sure you like and subscribe. Since we've gotten back up on Apple Podcasts, our Apple Podcast downloads are very good. But the byproduct of that is our YouTube views have been down a little bit. But our live views are up because I post the live version of this, and then I go back and I also post the recorded version of each one of these shows. So there's 2 videos that are basically the same every day. So some nights the live version gets a ton of views, and other nights the the posted version gets more views. But
Well,
shout out to our loyal fans. They're listening all different ways.
Yeah. Sweet. I enjoy doing the show and talking about LSU football.
Yes. Can't wait till 9 days from now.
9 days. Saturday should know 18-7, huh?
18-7.
Number 18-7.
Oh yeah. Are they going to announce it on Saturday?
I think that's what they did last time.
We're going to do a special podcast just for that?
No.
Let's predict your number 18. Will there be 1 or will there be 2? First off,
I hope it's just 1, but was there 2 last year?
I feel like there's been 2 every year. Who was 18 last year on offense? Josh Williams. Yeah. He was a 2-year guy, had it, right? He had it for 2 years.
It'll probably be 2. I would say it's probably Nuss. And I like Guillory.
I was going to say it's your guy, Guillory. Once you said that, I really like that pick.
Those are both 18s.
Do you think anybody gets 7 on offense? So the requirement is he has to be from Louisiana. Maybe Nuss gets 7? Ooh, I'm going to be different, and I'm going to say they give 7 to Nuss.
Yeah.
7 to Nuss.
Is there a senior lineman? No.
No. Not from Louisiana. Because otherwise, Durham's not from Louisiana. Are they going to give it to Chris Hilton? If they give it to Chris Hilton, I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
You know who I'd give it to?
Aaron Anderson.
Green.
Who?
Green.
Oh, Trey'Dez Green.
If you want to, I mean, that's the number 7.
If they give it to Chris Hilton, I'm going to be pissed.
They're not giving it to Chris Hilton.
I've seen crazier shit happen, man. They gave it to Jonathan Giles.
No, I was going to say, the requirement from Louisiana is recent, right?
Yeah, that's a Brian Kelly thing. Ed was not that requirement. Brian Kelly's he's made it clear that it's got to be a Louisiana guy, which I like. I like that.
Yeah, that's right. What's his name? Delpit wasn't from Louisiana. He's from Texas.
Yeah, but I think he was a Katrina kid.
Was he? Yeah, no,
I think he was.
Play at IMG, though?
Yeah, I think his family's from New Orleans originally. I could be wrong on that.
That makes sense.
But I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
So my official prediction, because I just wavered, I like Guillory as 18. The only other person on defense I could see is Whit Weeks, but I like Guillory as
I just
18.
want Whit Weeks to have 40, so I like that number.
Yeah.
It's a great linebacker number.
What if Jordan Gilbert gets 18? If Jordan Gilbert gets 18 and Chris Hilton gets 7, we're having a special episode.
I don't hate Jordan Gilbert like y'all do.
No,
I
not for me and your reaction, for Nathan's reaction.
oh, I think they moved Gilbert to what's State's position because he's not going to play safety, but to the backup the star. And I don't I think he is going to be better this year with his show. I think he definitely was having issues because he looked better against Baylor.
I
Like
think
he
he's
was.
I think he's going to start game 1. I think first play of the game he'll be on the field.
I'm going to say no, but just to contradict you, it wouldn't surprise me.